Game number 13, Sunday, 12 a.m. is what it says, which means this is actually midnight, which is weird, but whatever. Introducing in purple and white, the SoCal Roller Derby Kraken, number 008, Ham Wheezy, 02, Trash Can Jones, 030, Shoddy, number 10, Bubbles, 1011, Rogue Rammer, 1184, Rocks, 15, Mid-Max, number 33, Vermilion Valkyr, 37, Salty Siren, number 4, Maliboomer, 43, Jax, 520, Evada, 66, Sugar Rage, number 7, Slamurai, and 76, Foxy.
Maulstars. We have number 1, Swifty. Number 106, Alice Sun. Number 113, Ankle Rider. Number 143, Cinder Blocker. Number 17, the Rhodes Warrior. Number 327, Hit and Run. 415, Bird Dog. Number 44, The Forecloser. 451, Shock and Auburn. Number 50, Annie Rexit. Number 618, Motor. Number 649, Pain Generator. Number 67, Rose Villain. 80, Merle Haggard. And 82, Myth America. That is your Sacramento Capital Maulstars. And we are about ready to start.
We are. We can turn that one down now.
All right, we're going to do that again at the first timeout.
All right.
All right.
So many buttons to push.
So many buttons to push.
It's very confusing.
And I was sitting in the other chair last time. So
Oh, see, I threw you off by making you move chairs.
No, you're good. Hey, we are almost ready to start this bout. We've got the Capital Maulstars versus the Kraken. We have lined up at the Jammer. I think we have Swifty for Sacramento at the Sacramento Copy and Print Jam line.
And that is Bubbles, set to jam for the Capital, or for the Kraken.
Both jammers in a down ready stance. Quickie starting a little bit off the line. Going for the inside, outside, not having any luck with the Kraken defense so far.
And Bubbles up at the front. Also, not much luck with the Maulstars defense.
Yeah, both teams doing a good defensive job. Looks like we have Hit and Run back trying to break up that Kraken line to give Swifty a chance. But we have our lead jammer. Bubbles has broken free of the pack and is approaching for a scoring pass.
Ooh, Bubbles taking a nice shoulder from Shock and Auburn. Knocked out, calls off the jam, 0-0 the score.
Yeah. Well, actually well played first jam on the defensive end, as both teams doing a good job of tying up the jammers.
Maliboomer set to jam.
And I think we have Merle Hazard.
Burrito being delivered.
Thank you so much.
That's
Kiss of Death. Brought my burrito. They took a while to make the burrito. It's worth it. It's good.
You got to wait for quality.
Yep. All right. And the pack, which looked like it was going to start a little in front of the jam line, went back to meet the skaters. And a quick lead jammer status for Merle Hazard, who is coming around for a scoring pass.
And a star pass to Rocks for the Kraken. If you're scoring at home, switch that up to 1184 as the jammer of record.
And after having a pretty easy time off the line, Merle is getting tied up by a tough wall of Kraken blockers.
And 4 points up on the board for Rocks. Merle also gets 4 and Hazard calls off the jam.
So we have our, I was going to say we have our first lead, and then I realized, no, we don't. Nope.
We just got a different level tie.
Yep, I am. All right, we are ready for Jam 3. We have a Forecloser, a longtime Sacramento jammer, and forced to be reckoned with on and off the track.
Yes, and that's 1031 Halloween, who is crossed out on my sheet, but is not apparently crossed out in the actual jam.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
Forecloser there just had the kind of fall I don't like to see, where the back of the head got hit, but that's why they wear the gear. So.
Yes.
Both jammers now free of the pack. Forecloser trying to make up some ground and probably trying to force Halloween to call this jam early.
And Halloween, lane open on the outside, grabs the points. Now we have a first lead.
Yeah.
8-4.
8-4 Kraken lead. It looks like to my eye so far, and I'll regret saying it later, that the team, it seems like a pretty even bout so far.
So far.
Nobody looks like they're pulling far ahead. We have Allison jamming for Sacramento.
And getting love from the crowd. Allison doing triple duty yesterday, running the Twitch, on the announcing, playing a game. Sugar Rage.
I have an ad update for you. Side Stitches by Sammy will be closing their booth at halftime, so if you want to go make a purchase, do it now.
All right. Side Stitches by Sammy closing at noon.
All right. And we are
noon 30,
into Jam 4 with Allison up against Sugar Rage for the Kraken. Allison has freed themselves from the pack and is coming around. You know, I don't think enough people wear like handkerchiefs, ascots, neckwear.
Yes.
I would.
That's a good look. The tutu and the neck bandana thing.
Yeah,
It's a good combo.
It is a good combo. I mean, in the early days of roller derby, I think much more common to find kind of elaborate outfits out on the track. As the sport has become more formalized, not as much, but still always fun to see someone dressing up. All right, and Swifty is back jamming for Sacramento for her second pass at being a jammer.
And Bubbles number 10 back out. Rematch of jam number 1. Bubbles pushing towards the forward, tripped up, and able to push through. Yes, lead jammer for
both jammers.
Bubbles.
We have Swifty right on her heels. This is going to be quickly called, I suspect.
I think so. In fact, even before getting to the pack.
Yeah, it was a, well, we got one for Bubbles.
Yeah, Bubbles just
we got one.
tucking the hips in front.
That you couldn't have gotten much closer than that.
No.
So that was a quickly called bout and a smartly called jam. Did not want to have give out Sacramento an opportunity to get points on the board. We have Merle Hazard jamming for the second time today for Sacramento.
And Maliboomer for the second time for the Kraken. I got the Maliboomer too late for her to turn around and look. She's like, no, I gotta go. It's game time.
Yep. Merle Hazard almost managed to dance and keep herself in bounds on the outside line there, but unfortunately recycled to the back of the pack. Both jammers getting recycled to the back of the pack, actually.
Maliboomer on the outside, forced out. Now back, trying the middle as Hazard on the outside, 2 to beat at the front. As Rock's teaming up with blocker to be named later that I missed the number of.
Yeah.
Oh, and Rocks picks up a penalty.
Yeah, we got our last bout. We had a lot of penalties. This bout, that's our first, I think, unless I missed one, which I often do.
Could be. ACS penalty box taking a little break, but now back in business.
We have both teams playing a little bit cleaner derby and not running into those kind of problems so far. Got 2 jammers right on top of one another with Merle holding the and a small pile up among the Sacramento blockers. I don't think there were players from the other team involved, and they're laughing about it as they get up.
4 points for Hazard on the last jam. That is our first lead change, first hydration break of the game. 10-9, Capital Maulstars.
So we had our first lead change, our first lead right before that, and our first visit to the ACS penalty box.
A lot of firsts.
A lot of firsts. Forecloser is back up jamming for Sacramento.
And Holly Ween for the Kraken. Oh, nice work.
Beautiful spin move from the forecloser on the outside to free herself up from the pack. What was a really solid block, frankly, by the Kraken, but forecloser had some skills and wanted to show them.
Yes. And a nice slash through the middle as well by Forecloser to pick up the 4 points.
Forecloser making the game look easy right now. And let me tell you, it is not. There is actually pretty tough defense out there. Forecloser is just good. I think that's all you can say about it.
Yes, almost a star pass from Holly Ween, but picking up a high block either just before or during said star pass. So Holly Ween to the box. That is our first.
Forecloser spotting the gold sparkly skates, which I approve of. And really the first thing that has stopped the Forecloser's momentum at all got knocked out of bounds and had to cycle to the back of the pack.
Able to avoid the foot out of bounds on that run for a third pass, 12 total on the jam.
Forecloser with a small little apex jump to cap off that last pass through the pack. The micro jump, barely
Yes.
counted.
Hollyween released from the ACS penalty box.
So both
And
teams
trapped
at
at
full
the back.
strength.
And Forecloser calls off the jam, 16. That will take the Maulstars to 26. Kraken held at 9.
That's the kind of jam that puts a smile on the team's face.
Yes.
And let's see how the Kraken respond.
With a shout out for Umpire Strikes Back, who may be able to hear me, but I don't know if that speaker was working. Bringing years of skills, integrity, and brain power to his work here at Bearhouse Brawl. Thank you for all your work in the OPR lane, ump.
Oof.
Allison dumped out of bounds. Sugar Rage jamming for the Kraken. It's held up
right.
at the front.
Allison cycled to the back of the pack, but managed to get a hip past the Kraken line and has grabbed lead jammer status. Just a small burst of unexpected speed and got her
Yes.
hips past the line, and they couldn't slow her down after that.
Allison out. Sugar Rage now star in hand, but held up at the back conveniently behind all of the referees. As Allison around for third. Oh, tripped up.
We have a cap pass, or was that just a
That
stash?
is. No, that is a pass to 1184 Rocks. This is Rocks' second star pass of the game.
All right, I think we got another 4, so I'm guessing we have 8 for the Maulstars there. In a second successful run for Sacramento, Sacramento got 8 there, and the Kraken got 2. We have an 11-34 bout right now, and I knew I was going to regret just saying it was being played evenly.
There you go.
It will. Hey, this will go back and forth. I guarantee you that, because that's the way Derby runs. But at the moment,
Too true.
looks like we have a team timeout right now. I think the timeout's for the Kraken, who's having a little strategy session over on the side. And the Sacramento is leaving its team out on the floor, and the women on the floor are discussing what they'd like to see in this upcoming bout.
Yes. Empire Comics Vault and Hot Sauce is the longest running sponsor of roller derby in Sacramento. Ben Schwartz not only included skaters in an original comic book, but we're also in a children's book about his pugs. See them both for yourself the next time you visit the store at 1120 Fulton Avenue in Sacramento.
Ben, one of the nicest men in Sacramento. He's an incredible member of the community. And hey, I got a shout out. We got
All
another
right.
shout out to Bambi Lance, who was scorekeeper during this game. Bambi is always taking care of skaters and officials. Thanks for being awesome, Bambi. You know, I know Bambi. I've called out shout outs for them before. I just picked up that it's Bambi Lance, and that I never triggered in my mind what the name was. Just got it. I'm slow. Thank you, Bambi Lance. All right, and the timeout is over. We have both teams getting ready at the starting line. It looks like we have Swifty jamming for Sacramento.
And Maliboomer.
I appreciate
the
that
Kraken.
both skaters have ponytails, but not so long that they cover the numbers.
Yes, that does help.
I approve of that. All right, both jammers starting about 10 feet off the pack, getting a small amount of momentum before they hit a pretty hard wall.
3-on-3 in the pack is the ACS penalty box.
Can't
Currently
see
occupied with
where
one from each team.
Maliboomer is, but Swifty was working hard to muscle their way through the pack. Both skaters free of the pack. This is going to be another one that gets called quick, I suspect. But let's see if Swifty can get a point before she calls it.
Swifty bumped out. Maliboomer also sliding in.
Couldn't see if Swifty
see,
managed to
he's-
stay in bounds there.
No, 0 on the Capital
I
Maulstars side.
think the Kraken actually knocked Swifty out, and
They did, and
yeah. So
and
no points for Swifty on that, but
Maliboomer
actually,
stealing 2.
yeah. So
The 1 plus the penalty box bonus point.
paid a small price for trying to get greedy and grab a couple points when they had the other jammer right on their tail.
Yes.
All right, and we have Merle Hazard back out jamming for Sacramento against Bubbles for the Kraken.
Hazard pushing to the front, sneaks around the last chance hip check and grabs lead jammer. Maulstars putting up a long string of consecutive leads after swapping back and forth in the first. Oh, but a back block called on Hazard.
Well, that gives the Kraken an opportunity with the power jam to score some points while Sacramento can't. Let's see if they can take advantage.
It also gives us our first 2-minute jam of the game. Everybody's favorite. Bubbles clears the pack.
Got mid-max coming out of the ACS penalty box with the pivot cap on at a jaunty angle. I think that's supposed to be straight up and down, but I kind of like it.
That's all right. Bubbles is 4 points up on for the Kraken.
This is the kind of opportunity that the Kraken really needed to tighten the game up and get some points on the board. Oh, nice little juke move from Bubbles to free themselves up from the pack fully with another scoring pass. That brings the score up to 21-34. 8 points on the board for the Kraken.
Hazard is out of the penalty box now, finding room on the outside to add 4 to the Maulstars total, as many others bumped out of bounds on that run.
I'm sure the Kraken would love to call this right now, but unfortunately, no lead jammer.
No can do.
We're going to play this out for another 25 seconds.
Bubbles is clear with 4. Hazard rolling up.
Hazard managed to free themselves pretty much out of the pack, and then it reformed in front of them. Great defense from the Kraken.
Solid waterfall coming forward. It's mid-max now. Trash Can Jones involved at the front.
I think it was the Atlanta-based poet collective, TLC, who once said, "Don't go chasing waterfalls."
Yes.
All right.
They'll just get in front of you anyway.
Stick to the rivers and the streams that you're used to. Hey, we have a game here. 15 points on the board for the Kraken, 8 for the Maulstars as the Krakens narrow the lead, and we now have a 28-42 advantage for the Maulstars.
Hollyween squaring off with Forecloser.
Forecloser has had the highest scoring jam of the day of the bout so far with 16.
Yes.
I'm sure they would love to duplicate that feat, but it doesn't always come that easy.
It's going to be a little harder with the 4-on-2 pack advantage that the Kraken have, and that lets Hollyween slide out as lead jammer.
Forecloser pushed out of bounds on the inside there and forced to cycle back.
And Hollyween bumps around. Oh, but gets a forearm penalty trying to get around Shock and Auburn.
Which flips the script as the Kraken had a nice advantage going there, and now they're facing the Forecloser in a power jam.
And Kraken losing jacks to the ACS penalty box as Forecloser works around Shoddy for 4.
I think we had a forearm call there. I didn't quite catch the call, which is leaving. This is a complete reversal. Now we have the Kraken with a pack disadvantage. And the Forecloser, that is one of the things I love about that woman. Massive block thrown by the jammer. That's someone that just makes their own way. If you don't open a door, Forecloser will just kick it down.
Hollyween also out of the penalty box has 4. Now coming on a second scoring pass is Forecloser with 12 total so far on the jam.
Was pretty easy for the Forecloser to just find a line. They didn't put a hip on her because the Kraken had a pretty depleted pack there. Only 2 blockers there. I don't think that's enough to stop Haley there.
Not much. Oh, nice hop of the corner by Hollyween.
All right.
Second 4 points up. Forecloser in on a 5th scoring pass now with 16 total at this point. 2 to beat at the front. And does get past Shoddy to bring us to 20 as the jam time runs out. See what we get last. I see a high block being called. 1 point up for Hollyween, and Hollyween did pick up that high block. So a power start coming for the Maulstars, 20-13 on the jam, 62-41. Maulstars in the lead with 14 minutes to go in the first half.
And we have Allison back out jamming for Sacramento, looking to take advantage of that power start, power jam that Sacramento's been afforded.
And
sorry about that. And
that's all
Allison
right.
coming back around for their first scoring pass.
And Allison's through with 4 points. 4 points and lead jammer. It's a double win for Allison.
We have the Halloween standing up in the ACS penalty box, ready to come back in, and that's going to happen right now, I think.
Indeed it is, as Mo Dirt heads over, and along with Slammerai from the Kraken, so 1 blocker from each team. Make that 2, as Rock's also heading to the box for SoCal Kraken.
Well, the Jammers love to see a full penalty box. That gives them more room to operate.
Yes, indeed. 8 so far for Allison, who adds another quick 4, taps the hips. Did Halloween get in? Yes, Halloween grabs 3. But a 12-3 run, now 74-44, 30-point game.
Taking her flowers from the VIP section over there. Some nice moves there. Not super flashy, but effective. Small little juke moves that just they couldn't land the hip on her that they wanted to. All right, we have Swifty back out jamming for Sacramento.
And that's number 66, Sugar Rage. Ready to go.
Both packs starting at a disadvantage with a couple blockers sitting on there. This should allow the jammers to get free a little quicker, one would think.
One would think, perhaps. We'll see. Shoddy heading back to the ACS penalty box. Swifty out, lead jammer for the Capital Maulstars.
Well, the Maulstars have to be happy about this. The penalty box is starting to empty out as 2 more Kraken blockers have found their way back out into the floor.
And there's 4 points for Sugar Rage.
Swifty cycled to the back of the pack and decides to call this off while they are not ahead. They probably thinking I should have called it off a little bit ago, but let's stop the bleeding. So we increased the total score, but not the difference, as both teams wound up with 4 in that last jam.
Hazard jamming against Maliboomer. And official timeout called. If you're looking for roller skates, start your roller derby journey, or some casual street skating, start at Tor's Quad Shop, 2309 K Street, Suite 101, inside Boulevard Skate Shop, or find them here in Vendor Alley.
Right, no, this was...
Yes, I'm reading the second half ad first, because that's the only sheet that I had, but it's the same ad.
Okay. All right, we are back
Slightly
on the same
different
page
wording.
again. We got Merle Hazard jamming against Maliboomer in the 14th jam of this bout. Hazard freed up. And has lead jammer status and is approaching for their first scoring pass.
Maliboomer a half a lap behind. Also approaching Maliboomer going airborne, but
beautiful little apex jump from Maliboomer.
Did land it in time. I was like, that's going to depend on the whistle timing.
Nope. 4 points just showed up.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
A 4-3 jam win for the Kraken, now 52-81.
What was looking like, the Maulstars had those 3 points in their pocket, and we got a reversal there, thanks to some nice skating from Maliboomer.
Back out again with Allie, squaring off with Halloween.
Both jammers crouched and ready.
The pack rolling back from the pivot line.
Allison trying to use a little muscle to knock those Kraken blockers out of their way, but didn't really get it. Oh, there we go.
Halloween lead jammer.
Allison did manage to find an outside path, and why go through if you can go around?
Exactly. Halloween with a jump of the corner adds 4, a 4-0 run.
Allison putting a little pressure to make sure that stopped the bleeding. But all right, we are up to 56-81 as we enter Jam 16.
Foreclosure and Sugar Rage at the Sacramento copy and print jammer line with everybody else, because I'm pretty sure the penalty box, ACS penalty box, currently empty for the 13 seconds that it'll take for someone to get a penalty, because I just mentioned it was empty.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens before you finish the sentence.
Yes.
We got the forecloser, who has been kind of a nemesis for the Kraken, is jamming again for Sacramento and is experiencing a power jam as Sugar Rage has headed over to the ACS penalty box. I did not catch the call.
That was a forearm penalty on Sugar Rage.
I didn't see an opportunity to track cut, so that was my guess,
Yep.
but it was a guess. All right. I was watching Forecloser there, so I had my eye off the jammer. All right. Well, Forecloser was looking to skate through the pack easily, and they said, no, that's not going to happen, as she is knocked out of bounds at turn 2 and cycled to the rear of the pack.
Shock and Auburn also heading over to the ACS penalty box. Oh, and a forearm. It's forearms for all jammers
Forearms
in this
for-
jam.
Jammers got forearms.
Welcome to the
So,
forearm jam.
reversal of fortune
and then
here
a cut.
as Sugar Rage now is the beneficiary of a power jam.
Sugar
And
Rage will get the shortened penalty at least because Forecloser was in.
I thought Sugar Rage was in there for a full, but I guess not.
I'm thinking no because,
Yeah, they just came right back out.
yep.
All right. As normal, I do not know what is happening, but the Forecloser is out of the pack with 8 points to their name so far. I believe we have no lead jammer. I think that
Not anymore.
both of them popped into the penalty box,
Yep.
the ACS penalty box. So we're going to go the full 2 minutes here. Only 25 seconds of that left, but no one's going to call this thing off.
Sugar Rage now on the scoring pass. As that penalty happened in the middle of the initial, had to come back. Both penalties in the middle of the initial.
Getting I've been trying to sell a little bit of a high block there, but the officials aren't going for it.
And we closed down for the last 3 seconds. Forecloser did get 4 more on that last pass, despite all of the bumping and rolling.
Yep.
And 2 for the Kraken.
We are up to an 89-58 lead for Sacramento. Oh, well, 93. They hadn't added the points in yet. So the Kraken are going to need to figure out a way to get through this tough Maulstars defense. I think that's really what's been stopping them. Their jammers have not been able to free themselves up from the pack effectively.
True. Swifty jamming against Maliboomer. Swifty pushing to the front, slowed by Slamurai. Slamurai now joined by Roxanne. Out the side, Swifty lead jammer.
Swifty's showing some nice toe work there on turn 2 to stay in bounds.
And Maliboomer leveled on that run, but a direction to play penalty called. As Swifty bumped and
Swifty,
forced out of bounds.
Carefully coming back in bounds to
Yes.
avoid the cut track.
Yes, indeed.
Swifty had a nice little apex jump going there, but didn't quite stick it.
4-on-2 pack advantage now for the Kraken as 2 Capital Maulstars blockers in the ACS penalty box. Maliboomer with the hop of the corner.
As usual, I'm not looking at in the right way, but nice little jump from Maliboomer there.
Swifty now pushing at the front. As Ham Weezy providing a kickstand for enough of a slowdown, and Swifty finally calls off the jam.
Yeah, slightly curious as to why that didn't happen earlier, but hey,
Because it
the Kraken took full advantage there and scored another 4 points, giving them a solid 8-3 advantage on that last jam.
And we keep it a 30-point gap, 66-96. An official review called by the SoCal Kraken.
So we are always ready to train you to join roller derby. If you would like more information on our next Adult 101 program, email recleague@sacramentorollerderby.com for more information. They have Bird Dog running that program right now. We love Birdie. Hey, if you ever have the slightest bit of interest, it's safe. They will teach you how to skate. They'll provide all the equipment, and it is just a wonderful community to be a part of. Can't recommend it highly enough. That's our Rec League.
Rec League at sacramentoderby.com. sacramentorollerderby.com.
The only thing I think that binds all the skaters together is a predilection to get sleeve tattoos. Other than that, they could be from anywhere, any walk of life. We have everybody from bartenders to nurses to people that are real estate agents. A pretty diverse group.
I need to give a shout out to the SoCal Kraken coaches tentacle onesie. That is phenomenal.
It is a sight to behold.
Yes. Goes well with the jerseys.
Yeah.
All right. People returning. I see no change in the penalty box. I don't believe we have one Kraken skater out. Bubbles set to jam against Merle Hazard.
Sometimes the officials just want a moment to talk about what they're seeing out there. And the jam is on with Merle Haggard attempting to get through the pack on the outside lane and succeeding. Bubbles is still tied up in the pack, trying hard to get through that Sacramento line.
There's the microphone. We'll give you the rundown on the official review momentarily. We'll after the jam. We'll get to that.
We'll talk about it after the jam. Bubbles unfortunately just ended up in the ACS penalty box, giving Merle Haggard a 2.5-second power jam that ended when Merle ended to the ACS penalty box. So Bubbles is out. Merle will stand up in about, I think, 3 seconds.
Something like that.
And join them.
And we'll have a nice minute 15 left of the jam as Bubbles completes the initial, and there's Hazard.
Yep, and there's Hazard. So we're back out at with both jammers out there. And we're going to go the full 2 minutes.
Bubbles cuts under for 4. Hazard also through with 4. As the traffic in and out of the ACS penalty box in this jam seems to be just on a washing machine. It's just like going in, going out, going in, going out.
Yep.
Bubbles forced out and had to roll back. Hazard up against Shoddy, and Shoddy gets called for the penalty, so Hazard out with 4. And now things are stopped in turn 4.
We've had a lot of fast packs this weekend with the pack trying to keep ahead of the jammers.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Not so much.
The opposite is happening. They are trying to slow this game down.
4-on-3 advantage for the Capital Maulstars in the pack right now as Hazard coming up, but Bubbles trying to slow that down. And Bubbles finally through just as the jam comes to a close. I believe Maulstars picking up the jam win, right?
Yeah.
All right.
3 there. I was waiting to see the update, but yes, a 3-point advantage for the Maulstars as both jammers were forced to take it all the way to the end, neither one able to call it when they had the advantage. All right.
So in the official review, the Kraken were asking for a cut to be called on the Capital Maulstars jammer. The jammer ceded position, therefore the no call will stand, and the Kraken have used their official review for the half.
And the forecloser is out there jamming for the Capital Maulstars against Holly Ween. Forecloser having a pretty good night tonight.
Not bad. Holly Ween, though, out first, lead jammer, SoCal Kraken. Forecloser clearing, third of a lap back.
And Halloween getting a little update from the bench as they skated around turn 4.
Yes.
I think that was get some points and call this thing.
Exactly.
Here comes Forecloser. I think was implied. That was the implied message.
And that message received, and 4 points up, 78-107 now. Holding Capital Maulstars scoreless, and an official timeout called.
While our skaters will visit Lowe Chiropractic for their sports-related injuries, Dr. Lowe also worked with patients suffering from chronic pain, personal injury, headaches, and auto accidents. Find them on your favorite social media platform or visit lowechiropractic.com.
Sugar Rage and Allison set to jam.
Well, the Kraken may have used their official review unsuccessfully, but it does plant the idea in the official's head, hey, this might be happening out there, and sometimes that is a worthwhile reward in and of itself.
All right, official timeout done. ACS penalty box wide open. We have
a full complement of skaters out on the track, and you can tell because neither jammer is having a great time trying to get through the pack so far.
Pack is being very stingy as
we got a couple
rolling and falling over each other.
A couple blockers down. That was Shock and Auburn for Sacramento, and number 15, mid-max for the Kraken, helping each other up. We love to see it.
Kitten run off to the ACS penalty box. And 4 points up for Sugar Rage. Sugar Rage is lead jammer.
And we'd like to congratulate Calamity Jane, who just weathered a vicious hip check from the bar next to the drinking fountain. So.
Star pass off to Shock and Auburn for Capital Maulstars. Sugar Rage adds 4 more points and calls off the jam.
Nice jam for the Kraken, giving them a little sign of hope as they're chipping into that Capital Maulstars lead with an 8-point jam.
Malaboomer now with the star for SoCal. Swifty set to jam for the Capital Maulstars.
Swifty hyping up the crowd. A true entertainer. She knows how to work the crowd, get them on her side.
3-on-3 in the pack. As Malaboomer looking to the outside, Swifty to the in.
Swifty forced outside, but able to quickly shift lanes and get the outside. And the Kraken defense not able to rotate around quickly enough to stop him. Oh.
Swifty hopping through. Takes a bump from Bubbles.
Ooh. Acrobatic move from Swifty there, who successfully evaded a nice hip check from the Kraken.
Malaboomer now also clear as Swifty rolling on a second scoring pass. Malaboomer tipped just out of bounds.
Swifty quickly checking the bench just to see if, hey, I got knocked down. Do you want me to call it? And the answer was no.
But just like, we're running out of time in the half. Why don't you just keep going? Malaboomer in.
Always good to check with the bench, though. Nothing.
True that. Malaboomer gets ducks past past the blocker, gets some points. Jam is called, and we are at halftime. An 11-4 final jam of the half. Capital Maulstars 118, Kraken 90.
And we'd like to give a shout out to Urban Flex and Fitness. They offer TRX and boot camp style workouts along with instructor-led cycling sessions and boxing classes. Visit them online or hit the gym in person at 6442 Fair Oaks Boulevard in Carmichael. I need to be flexible or fit.
Both of those would be good. All right, minute 22 to go, which is time for 2 more shout-outs. We got a shout-out that says, "Go Myth America, the neighborhood loves you."
Yeah.
And another shout-out, just straight-up shout-out to Allison, which, you know, we should all
Short and-
shout-out.
Short and sweet, which describes many jammers as well.
That it does. Didn't make time at the beginning of the game to talk about our officials, your officials for this game. Millie Dread, Angry Ogre, I Took a Mint, Speed Bump, Bambi Lance, Crying Wolf, Ms. Judgment, Rachel Scarson, Rex Blocker, Sydney Vicious, Don Scorleone, Danger Muffin, Chewback Offa, Umpire Strikes Back, who was shouted out earlier, Sam Antics, Spike, and Lollipop'em.
I believe you missed something because Millie Dread is officiating twice, which I think is above and beyond.
You know, you gotta be the head official, and then you gotta do a job too.
Yep. All right.
Doubling up.
And we have Danger Muffin out there rocking some really nice looking specs. I am a little bit jealous, I have to admit.
Those are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Swifty and Halloween set to jam to start us off.
I got the nice thick rim glasses the last time I went in because I wanted to complete the Drew Carey look. So I'm going for it.
Excellent.
I'm committing.
Carey, you're fired.
All right. We are all done with halftime with Swifty and who is that?
Halloween.
Halloween, thank you.
And you got Kitten Run sitting in the ACS penalty box. So a jam or a blocker advantage for the Kraken.
I was in a, you know why I missed that? Because Halloween's crossed off and I forgot that.
Yes,
So, yeah.
yes.
All right. And
Sneaky.
both teams look like they got some energy after their break and rest.
They loaded up on burritos.
Yeah, well, burritos are good, by the way, if you're wondering. That jerk taco and burrito place outside is wonderful.
Halloween lead, Jammer Swifty chasing down.
A little bit
Holly into the pack.
behind. I think Halloween's going to have a chance to do some damage.
Yep, picks up 3, calls off the jam. 93-118. After 1 jam of the second half, and not even a minute of the second half gone.
Yeah. Quickly called jam that time. We got Merle Hazard out there for Sacramento, and someone who's crouching and refuses to show
That would
their
be
number.
Malaboomer.
Oh, thank you. It wasn't up on the board, and I can't read that, so. All right.
That's Malibu.
And Malaboomer on the inside, but Merle Hazard is through first, lead jammer for the Maulstars.
Merle's a tall jammer, and I was interested in seeing the way that she uses length to get through a pack.
Malaboomer able to get through.
Merle tied up a bit, but manages to muscle through the pack for the first scoring pass. 4 points for Sacramento.
Rhodes Warrior picking up an out-of-play block penalty on that run off to the ACS penalty box, where we have 1 blocker from each team ever.
Merle jawing a bit with the bench when she came sat down. I didn't hear what it was about, but I'm sure it was good-natured. Hey, we got the forecloser back out there for Sacramento, lined up again against Halloween, which am I lost? Did Halloween?
No, Halloween's just going to take a break and come back out.
There we go.
Two short jams. What the heck?
Yeah, that's true. The jams are pretty short. Oh,
Forecloser.
nice block. Who's this? We need to call this person out.
That would be number 7, Slammerai,
Slammerai, nice.
who did some slammeraying.
Hit on forecloser, who actually did a very good job of trying to avoid that, but couldn't.
Halloween lead jammer, forecloser. Also clear and on a scoring pass, and Halloween taps the hips. Calls off the jam, a 3rd straight 3-point jam for the Kraken.
Slow but steady. It's the tortoise and the hare. You know, they're going to get a little bit.
Yes. Now 99-122. Over on Twitch, we've got Ood Alpha saying, "Hi, Rachel Scarson, coolest NSO older sister ever."
It's a short list, but an impressive one.
Yes.
Good there. And I want to call it Jax. Those fishnet hexagon shape. That's cool.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Sugar Rage jamming against Allison. Allison forced out of bounds. Sugar Rage at the front.
Rhodes Warrior, the pivot for Sacramento, coming out of the ACS penalty box and immediately throwing a block on the defender.
Love the getting a good run up out of the penalty box and just laying somebody out.
All right.
Sugar Rage. Hips and a 4th straight 3-point run
Yeah, well,
for the Kraken.
3 points isn't much, but if you keep going this direction, the Kraken are clawing their way back into this bout.
Malaboomer
And Swifty.
jamming against Swifty. Yes.
Yeah.
Maulstars doing a great job of keeping that one skater ahead. Like, no, you're not getting all 4 points. 5-on-5 derby on the track.
And
That's Swifty pushing at the front.
both jammers having a hard time as both teams have tripoded up. But it looks like Malaboomer found a way to split apart that Maulstar wall and went around the outside.
Soaring about the
Soaring.
outside. And, trying the jump. Not quite
Okay.
landing, and I think that's going to be an illegal contact. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
And I love Malaboomer's sportsmanship there, checking on the
Yep.
blocker to make sure they were okay before heading for the ACS penalty box.
Yes, great effort, but not enough room to land. So that gives Swifty the power jam. And a penalty sending Rocks to the penalty box, to the ACS penalty box, and 4 points up for Swifty.
Yeah, creating a real opportunity for Swifty. The power jam is on, and there is a blocker deficit in favor of the Maulstars. So let's see if Swifty can take advantage of that advantage has been given on the floor.
4 points up
Yeah.
for Swifty. Trash Can Jones starting to move things around, trying to get something out of the way of Malaboomer. It's Malaboomer out of the ACS penalty box, back in.
It looks like we don't have a lead jammer at this point.
No.
I missed Swifty heading for the box, or did
The
Swifty do it?
Malaboomer had lead and then went to the box.
Oh, I got it. That did it. Okay, so that is, we're going the full 2 minutes, which is not as meaningful when there's only 30 seconds left, but what the heck.
Malaboomer with 4 on that pass, bumped out. It's a hip check from Kitten Run, sending Malaboomer out as Rocks back to the ACS penalty box.
I enjoyed that when Malaboomer came back in, she gave a little shoulder check right back to Kit. Didn't do anything other than saying, hey, I'm here too.
Malaboomer again back as time runs out on the jam. 2 points on the second pass for the Kraken.
So the Maulstars widen their lead with a 12-6 jam in their favor. 108 Kraken, 134 Maulstars. A 28-point lead for the Maulstars. I can do math. It takes me a minute. Sometimes I have to take off a shoe, but I get there.
Halloween jamming against Merle Hazard.
A matchup we've seen a few times already this evening. Both jammers hit the pack with some speed and intensity, and both they managed to get free, although Halloween is in front.
And Halloween calls off the jam.
Anybody? 2 for, I think,
2-1.
Sacramento.
Yeah. Yep, 2 Sacramento, 1 for SoCal Kraken. 109-138, 23 minutes to go in the game.
And we have the forecloser back out there for Sacramento, lined up against Sugar Rage for the Kraken. Sugar Rage sporting the T-back uniform. And forecloser goes for the inside, gets by 2 blockers, and then goes to the outside and gets past the other 2. Both jammers out of the pack quickly. Oh, nice jammer on jammer hit there from the forecloser. That is a thing with the forecloser.
Just win it out, knock somebody down.
Yeah, the jammer.
Right on.
I believe, I have no proof of this, that she likes it. There's a pretty big grin on her face every time she manages to put a good hit on somebody.
4 each on the first pass. Forecloser coming in on the second run.
And forecloser calling it off. There was a whistle there. Did something
There
happen
was.
I missed?
Could be 4 points for forecloser.
Yeah.
No points for the Kraken.
Both teams starting off with, that's here.
Yeah, it looks like Shoddy was called on a penalty at the end there. So
Right.
2 to
That was the whistle that I missed. All right, so 2 blockers down for the Kraken, 1 blocker down for the Maulstars. So again, we should have some room to operate for both jammers as we have Allison lined up for the Maulstars. And
that is Malaboomer
happening from Malaboomer. And it's a
low start. Allison
now has managed to, well, you know, for being 2 blockers down,
and
I had to check to make sure that wasn't a cut. I think that the Kraken were checking as well, but it wasn't. Allison got back in quickly enough that they were not able to cycle them all the way to the back of the pack. So good job, Allison. And we have our first scoring pass there, I think. Yeah, that's 4 points on the board for the Maulstars.
Mid-Max picking up a forearm penalty on the hit that knocked Allison out, which allowed the re-entry without cutting back behind.
I am not catching the whistles today.
Malaboomer held up. Rolls back on this.
Yep.
And then tied up again by the 4-wall at the front.
I really, and this is just me, you can vouch for it. I feel it should be illegal for the pack to stop on corner 2 where I can't see
we can't see them.
well.
Yes, there should be
It's
some
like
rule
they're
of
not even thinking of us at all.
not hiding behind all the referees. Another 4 for Allison and 4 points up for Malaboomer
And
prior to getting locked down.
I don't have it on my copy, but I do see that they are soliciting bout shouts. You'll find a skater walking through the crowd. Pay $1. You can get us. You can make us your monkeys. We'll say anything you write down on a little piece of paper.
Within reason. Similar on Twitch. If you're watching us on Twitch stream, by all means jump in the comments there, and we will read those out as well. Timeout called by the SoCal Kraken.
A 154 to 117 Maulstars lead.
Sacramento Roller Derby would like to thank all construction services for their work on our beautiful Bearhouse. None of this would have been possible without them. This is a beautiful Bearhouse as someone who is new to the area, and meaning I'm here for the weekend and then I'm leaving. Gorgeous facility y'all have. Very jealous.
And we got a Twitch shout out from Dalfa. Hi, Rachel Scarson, coolest NSO oldest ever, which I think we already did.
I did. I read that one earlier, but that's all right. Gets it twice.
All right.
Rachel Scarson deserves 2 shout outs.
I believe I was being indicated to read that, but now I'm realizing they're going to write something down new. As I was in there, I'm like, yeah, we already did that one.
That's all right. Hollyween jamming against Merle Hazard.
Both jammers lining up right at the jammer line.
With everyone else. Everyone loves the Sacramento copy and print jammer line because they're getting copies and printing done at the same time as jamming.
All right, and now I have a new Twitch shout out. Tiny Yeti 1337. Tell Junkie happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, Junkie. I have done my job. All right, and we are back in the action. Looks like
Merle Hazard is lead jammer and grabbing points. Star pass to Slamurai. And we got 4 up for the Capital Maulstars. And no points for Slamurai. However, Slamurai will hand the star back to Sugar Rage to jam against Swifty.
I recognize Swifty from the red hair sticking out underneath there.
That does help,
I don't even have to
yes.
look at the number. I go, that's Swifty. All right. Swifty doing the best. I think, they found an inside lane, but nice job from Bubbles there, cutting off that inside lane and making Swifty head to the back. But Swifty did find their way through, and they have broken free of the pack.
Meanwhile, Sugar Rage, lead jammer, picks up 4 points, calls off the jam. Keeping Swifty off the scoreboard for 1 jam. Now 121-158. 18 and a half minutes to go. For Closer and Malaboomer, whole bunch of 4s across the
4-4-4.
Sacramento copy and print jammer line.
The 10th jam of this afternoon bout here.
3-on-3 in the pack as each team with one skater in the ACS penalty box.
But the blockers doing a great job of tying up
They're all
jammers.
Yeah, well, they all just sit
They're
together.
Making a bit of a move, yeah. There we go. All I needed to do is point out that they're doing a good job, and then it changes on me as I'm saying it. But both jammers have made their qualifying pass there. Forecloser probably going to try to get a few and call this thing if history is a guide.
Forecloser pushing at the front. Maliboomer finds room on the inside.
Well, that was Maliboomer.
Clears with 4.
Yeah.
And Forecloser dumped to the track and calls it off from the back.
My mistake. I thought that was Maliboomer's scoring pass, but that was the qualifying. That's why Haley didn't call it off there.
Right.
Oh, no, it was
4-4 tie.
I was right. Okay. 4-4. Fun one to watch, but didn't do much for terms of who's winning the game. Allison is lined up again. The jam for Sacramento against Halloween.
And a timeout called by the Capital Maulstars, as they sit with 2 blockers in the ACS penalty box compared to 1 for the SoCal Roller Derby Kraken.
That timeout called by Shock and Auburn there, I believe, who just wanted to talk something over with the bench. The rest of the team staying out there on the track to talk about what they'd like to see.
Also about roughly halfway through the second half.
Yeah, we're in
Take a little breather. They hadn't used the timeout at all, so they got plenty of room left.
When you visit our vendor Tor's Quad Shop, you will receive quality service backed by 18 years experience in skating by the owner, that one ref. Tor's Quad Shop. You want to dress up your skates? I saw some nice wheels over there, some shoelaces. I'm going to say bearings. I know that there's some boots. Everything you need to get skating.
All those parts of the skate.
Yep. We're going to stop there because I'm not sure I could go much further, but
Laces, probably.
laces, bearings.
So 17 minutes to go in this game. Next up at 2 o'clock, we will have Sin City Ace taking on the Bellingham Roller Betties All-Stars. And then we round things up at 4 p.m. with Santa Cruz versus Baja A.
All right.
Well, now we've gone from team timeout to official timeout. I think Ump is chatting with the rest of the officials over their plans for the after party. After party this evening at Honey in the Trap at Trap Cat. Because you can't have a tournament without an after party.
Nope.
Is in the bylaws of the WFTDA. I'm pretty certain.
And it is a wild good time. Recommended highly. Huey Lewis in the news.
It is.
You know,
Just
Huey,
playing this because he mentioned Sacramento, right? That's the only reason this is in the playlist.
I'm not even catching the tie.
Doesn't he say Sacramento something something in the lyrics?
Oh, he does. If you're in Sacramento, they recut versions of the song.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Depending on what city you're in.
All right.
Now I don't. They
You go.
cut a
I
bunch of different tracks
that was
of it with different cities. I lived in St. Louis, and St. Louis was.
St.
in it.
Louis was
It's
nice.
not in it if you don't live in St. Louis. So.
When in doubt, pander.
Pander. It was a good pander. Yeah. And if you'd like to hear more of Huey's music, you can always watch American Psycho, which features it heavily, the sports album. All right, the officials are still talking some things.
Yes. We're identifying, we're checking in with the penalty tracker side, perhaps. Speaking of which,
I thought
we had a shout out on Twitch from Catastrophe27 saying those penalty box officials are so amazing.
I think so.
I think we just have in-house officials like dropping in comments in Twitch, and I am all here for it. That's totally fair.
Completely fair. All right.
Hello Hitty One says, "Good job, everyone. Love you all."
All right. Well, after a pause to discuss, I'm not quite sure what, we are back on with Allison jamming against Halloween.
Holly to the inside, and Halloween clear. Someone's getting a forearm.
Yeah, well, 143 for Sacramento. That's Cinder Blocker taking a seat in the ACS penalty box.
Holly Ween taking advantage of that lack of a blocker and swooping the outside.
But hit and run coming out of the ACS penalty box. So basically Sacramento kept their blockers on the floor at even. Yep.
And we sit at 4-0 on the jam, 129-162. An in-house shout out. Welcome back to the Track Myth America. Love you, love Snatch. Followed by Go Maulstars. $133 to $162. Missed the second pass.
And we have Merle Haggard lining up at the jammer line against Sugar Raid.
And
Sugar Raid freed
yeah.
themselves with rapid succession.
Super
And,
quick.
Yeah. I was blocked from seeing exactly what happened, but I'm going to say
It went
they did
well,
something
whatever
good.
it
Yeah,
was.
something good for Sugar Raid.
Yes. Hazard now just locked down at the back. As again, Sacramento short on blockers to start, but getting some relief from the penalty box.
Now, I don't think enough people focus on the intricacies and the details of Derby. So I just wanted to mention with Sugar Raid's there, cool hair. I thought that was
That's also important.
I like it, yeah.
Yes.
Not sure what's going on in that braided ponytail, but looks good. All right.
Sugar Rage knocking down a blocker to come through for the third pass. 12 total on the jam.
Jam for the Kraken, and the kind of jam that they need if they're going to get back in this thing.
Indeed. Close to the highest scoring jam for the Kraken in the game. As Rose Villain now jammer of record for the Maulstars after the star pass.
Cinder Blocker and Merle, I think, forced to let Sugar Rage go there after walling them up for a while.
Rose Villain is clear. Sugar Rage now on a fifth scoring pass. His time ticking down on the jam. And Sugar Rage taps the hips, calls off the jam, gets one more.
So a 17-point jam for the Kraken, and a jam that they really needed.
Yes, indeed.
Tighten this up, and we have a bout.
And that is the highest scoring jam of the game for the Kraken. Takes them to 150, now a 12-point game. And the Capital Maulstars calling their second timeout.
I think they're wondering what happened to our 30-point lead, and they're going to talk about.
It went with 17 points. That's what happened, yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think they're going to talk things over, make sure that they get back on track. They're going to try to recapture the style of play from the first half when they felt a little more in control.
Hello, KTCat666 on Twitch says, number 50, Mama Bear, we love you in Ohio.
Outside of Ohio, I think they're like, eh. But in Ohio,
they're
good.
100% down.
100% down.
Hello, KTCat666 also adding a Go Maulstars. So, Maulstar love coming from Ohio as well.
Oh, there we go.
Maliboomer jamming for the SoCal Kraken.
And Swifty is out there again for the Maulstars.
An official timeout again. Officials like to take a timeout right after a team timeout.
You know, it's like with every other sport. Fans love it when the officials slow down the game for this kind of thing.
Fans love nothing better than we need a TV timeout.
This is what we're here for. Yeah. At this point, we should be, tossing to a commercial for Michelob Light, but we can't do that, so we're still on the mic. Hey, we got another call out from the floor there. To all the Betties back home, thank you for all the support. You lift us up. You're all-stars.
Ooh, that's a pre-jump for the Betty's game coming up next. As the Bellingham Roller Betties will be taking on.
Just referring to hipsters talk, like from the movie Swingers.
No. This would be the Roller Betties, which might be a reference. I don't know. But we're underway.
Yep.
And Maliboomer outside lead jammer. 3 straight now for the SoCal Kraken.
And Swifty having a tough time there with the Kraken defense. getting cycled all the way to the back before finding a path through.
And then like, oh, I'll just
Yeah.
dip around Shock and Auburn and
See,
it'll
I'm
be
trying to
fine.
help by mentioning that she's tied up, immediately she frees up.
Yes.
So that, before I'm done with the sentence. All right.
4-0 run for the Kraken, 154-162.
Yep. Closing that lead even a little more. We're down to single digits now. An 8-point Capital Maulstars lead. About the second half has pretty much been all Kraken. They're doing a great job of chipping away. And I'm sure the Maulstars are looking at how they're going to stop the bleeding. The forecloser is probably the one to do it.
We are even in the pack, 4-on-4. The pack is split, however, with the Maulstars at the front. Hollyween, bump, spin, double tap, out of bounds.
Yeah. That's
And then
off the way.
whomped again as forecloser working towards the front. Penalties to both packs,
Yeah. All right, forecloser freed up from the pack.
but not lead jammer as Hollyween had gotten that one step ahead of the pack in time. And calls off the jam before forecloser can get back as the entire bench yelling.
I believe I might have heard the bench telling
Just a touch.
give him advice. Yeah, well, that's true, pretty much all the jammers, but
Yes.
they know what happens when you don't call it off when you should. All right.
Sugar Rage back to jam against Allison.
Torn fishnets mini skirt reminds me of my high school days. I don't want to get into it, but
All right.
all right. And the bout is on.
Allison going Matrix style with the one hand down,
But
waiting, but not a lot of room to stand up. As Sugar Rage trying to come through,
we got
but
a backwards motion call there.
yep, that was on 113 Annie Ankle Biter.
Yeah. Annie, longtime Sacramento skater.
Sugar Rage, lead jammer. Oh, no, Sugar Rage called with a misconduct, I believe.
Oh, Sacramento having a hard time. Maybe this is the tonic they needed to get back on track as Allison is prepared to take advantage of that power jam.
Yes. And lead jammer as well. As the penalty coming before
They
the
can
granting of
throw
lead.
fate in their hands.
Yes. Allison on the outside having to roll back as Vermilion Valkyr holding on and taking a shoulder from Annie Anklebiter.
Not sure exactly what was happening there.
Yeah, it
Maybe
was-
just waiting for everyone to get back on the floor
Yep.
and calling it. And
Exactly. Empty out the penalty box, leave the jammer in, call it off. 2 points up for the Capital Maulstars and a power start from Merle Hazard.
strategery.
Exactly.
And once again, we have the pack forming itself quite a bit off of the jam line. We'll see if they skate back to meet. No, so Merle's going to hit the pack with speed.
Merle tied up a bit as Sugar Rage is out of the penalty box, but Merle Hazard clears first for lead jammer.
Put enough pressure on them to kind of spread the pack apart and created some space. They weren't able to put all 4 blockers in front of Merle.
Merle now on Hazard now on the scoring pass as Sugar Rage still on the initial. They kind of held up in the back. Is there again at the other side of the track where we can't see him.
I think they're just engaged in a group hug because they respect each other as competitors. I can't see what's happening. I've lost. Oh, there we go. Merle's all the way at the back. So I'm assuming it got cycled out and getting cycled out again.
Yep.
I have no idea where Sugar Rage is.
Sugar Rage is right in the middle and starting to work towards the front, but has 3 Maulstars in front.
I honestly, with all the officials in the way and everything else, I thought she may have popped out to get a taco. Not a bad idea.
High block called on Merle Hazard. So power jam now for Sugar Rage and a minute left of jam time.
10
for everybody.
Maulstars advantage, but that could go away, to be honest. So, but not the way things are heading right at the moment.
SoCal coming forward on a sweep to try and break things up, but the Maulstars absorbing well, but Sugar Rage finally completes the initial.
Yep. The defense playing offense there since There's no one to stop on the Maulstars. They're going to help their own jammer.
Merle Hazard back out of the penalty box. As Bubbles with the pivot stripe in the bridge position.
So Merle got called, I think, for a back block there. And I think we have a skater down, so.
We do. 3 points each on the jam.
So hopefully nothing too bad. Empire's, no, we did that one. Urban Flex and Flow, formerly Urban Flex and Fitness, is a fitness, yoga, and wellness studio committed community. Committed to community. They're missing a word. Studio committed to community connection and accessibility. Their studio can be found at 6442 Fair Oaks Boulevard in Carmichael. I feel like I owe them a second read for that. Copy was missing a couple words, and my brain is too tired to fill them in. A good time to remind you to stop by Vendor Alley, which is behind the bleachers, and visit one of our vendors, Berry Crafty, TOR, Stitches by Sammy, Elixir Labs for Hydration, Body Breakdown, and Rainbow Families Action. I know one of those vendors had to leave early. I just don't remember which one it was.
Go over, you'll find out. Yes.
Yeah.
Slammer, I was shaken up on the play, now being seen to by our medics. Medics sponsored by Low Chiropractic. Thanks to Low and thanks to the medics for being here.
Always
helping keep us all
appreciate the
healthy.
medics, making sure that our skaters are safe. And
So-
the Kraken are starting off with a power jam as Merle Hazard is still in the ACS penalty box and quickly frees themselves up from the pack. We got a bout here.
Yeah, we do. Mally Boomer, lead jammer. 10-point game.
Yeah, and in the power jam.
Yep, Mally Boomer on the outside for
I'm sorry,
4.
did you say 10-point? I think you meant 6-point game.
I did, but I meant it was 10 before. Mally Boomer kind of channeling Scald Eagle there with the flapping and the screaming.
And there we go again.
But maybe it's a seagull because it's Malibu. I don't know.
2-point game as Merle Haggard comes flying out of the ACS penalty box trying to stop the bleeding.
Hazard is in and through. Mally Boomer calls off the jam with the 12-point run, and we are now once again second hydration break of the game. As we have our second lead change, 169-167. And good time to say on Twitch, we have a shout out from Unique Monique, Boomer Jam, exclamation point, and then a bunch of emojis. I'm assuming that was for Mally Boomer.
It could be. All right.
And not just a generous and generational comment.
Well, we got Swifty lined up against Halloween, I believe.
And Swifty out first as everyone else falls down.
And nice move by Swifty to free up from the pack. That was at full strength, so Swifty just did something impressive. All right.
And everyone else racing forward. Swifty calls it off. Oh. Halloween stealing 4, a 4-2 Kraken jam win.
Swifty was trying to call that.
Right.
I don't know whether it was the official caught it late or whether Halloween was already in front.
Halloween was moving quick, and it's fourth whistle is what counts.
Yep. So, yeah, and they...
173-169 with 6:39 to go.
I think Swifty's back at the bench saying, hey, I was trying to do the right thing.
Yep.
They just didn't see it. Forecloser back out there for Sacramento.
And Mally Boomer, we got that handful of 4s with the Sacramento copy and print jammer line.
There is some strength being shown out there on both sides.
And some multiplayer block being sent. That will send Shoddy to the penalty box and lead jammer forecloser.
Yeah. Can't hold on to your fellow blockers, not like that.
Forearm called for Mally Boomer.
Oh, we got a power jam for Sacramento.
Oh, that's exactly what the Maulstars wanted.
Yeah, that's the tonic that cures what ails you. 4 on the board. That's going to tie up the game. The forecloser is not going to accept a tie, though. I think they're going to want to do a little more damage.
Likely so. There is 4 more for forecloser.
The Kraken have a depleted blocking squad out there, only 2 blockers, and I think that they're going to have a hard time even putting a body on foreclosure.
That they are, as Maliboomer back engaged.
All right.
And again, it's a 2-on-3 pack. And
Foreclosure is taking lap practice right now.
Yep.
Until the Kraken get more blockers on the floor, and they have one more. So
They do. They're up to 3 now, so it's 3-on-3 even. But Foreclosure cutting to the outside, evades the hit.
and I think we have our highest scoring jam of the day with 20 points for Foreclosure on that jam.
Indeed. 189-173.
And we got a bout shout. Bright lights, hard hit. Maulstars won't quit. Love, Barry. I'm going to believe that's Barry and not Beanie. Barry makes more sense for the Maulstars.
It does. Sugar Rage jamming against Allison with 4.5 to go in our game.
We have some, Allie's got a fan section calling their name out there. But it didn't do her any good as Sugar Rage has grabbed lead jammer status.
Well, Allison only a quarter lap behind. Sugar Rage hits the pack, calls off the jam.
Did Allie manage to get anything? I don't
Allie
think so.
did not. Sugar Rage gets 1.
Yeah.
Takes us to 15-point difference, 189-174.
After letting the Kraken all the way back into this bout, the Maulstars are going to no, wait, we're still that team that you saw in the first half. They're trying to build on their lead. So we got Quickie out there jamming against Halloween. Both teams looking focused.
And
Halloween found a nice little line on the inside.
Beautiful work.
I believe he teleported through the pack. I don't know exactly.
I think so. There was some apparition action going on there.
Players in between her and Freedom.
Some sort of spell.
All right. Well, going to be content with the 4. And we have a 179-189 Maulstars lead, 11 points, and a timeout
Called by the Capital Maulstars using their last timeout. Kraken have 1 timeout, 1 official review after this.
We're going to see if they can figure out a way to keep a lid on this thing. They got a little lead, but as we've seen, that doesn't mean much if they keep allowing the Kraken to have their way. This is a good bout. I'm going to go on record saying this is a good bout.
Hello, KTCat666 agrees, saying nail biter, which I'm assuming is about the gym and not a skater that I don't have a name of called Nail Biter. But that is a great derby name if anyone's looking.
That could be either one, yeah. We would like to talk about Low Chiropractic is on a mission to provide top quality chiropractic care at a fee that makes getting out of pain and maximizing your health affordable and accessible. Dr. Aaron Lowe is our league's exclusive chiropractor, and his office can be found at 5301 Madison Avenue in Sacramento. If he can get these women feeling good after the abuse they take out there, he'll make you feel fantastic. All right, we have Jam on with Foreclosure lined up to jam for Sacramento.
And Maliboomer, the star for SoCal Kraken. Foreclosure is tagged as lead jammer.
Yep.
And also forced to roll back by Slamurai.
Yeah. Almost did it. Missed it by that much. At the very last moment, forced out of bounds.
And Foreclosure will call off the jam as Maliboomer was whipping back towards the pack.
Foreclosure had taken their eye off of the opposing jammer, but her bench had not. So that
bench knows what's what.
They let them know what to do.
Halloween and Merle Hazard out to start jam 24. We're down to 2.5 minutes to go in the game.
Merle starting about 10 feet back from the jammer line. No, wait.
Creeping up. Everybody gathering at the Sacramento copy and print jammer line. And Merle Hazard is out. First lead jammer. Sacramento Maulstars.
Well, whatever that move was at the beginning there, it worked.
Worked great. Halloween also clear. And giving chase as the pack starting to race.
Yeah.
Kraken trying to stay ahead, and nicely done by.
Nice hit from, is that Jelly?
That was number 10, Bubbles. With the hip check to stop things. 1 point up
for
the Kraken.
Just claimed it was one of the Maulstars because I'm reading my script wrong. So, yep, there we go.
So a 1-0 Kraken jam steal.
Bubbles, who we saw jam as a lead as jammer for a while earlier, showing some skills as blocker as well there.
Now rolling the pivot stripe for the last few. Mally Boomer and forecloser once again. Mally Boomer this time finding room on the outside to grab lead jammer. As we're on in jam 25 with a minute and a half. Bubbles heading to the ACS penalty box. That'll thin things out. 3 on 4.
Forecloser making progress, but working hard for it.
Yeah, the Kraken tightening up with the 4-wall as Kitten Run trying to.
Could be. Oh no! Good job tightening it up. Oh, we have one of the Kraken blockers heading for the ACS penalty box.
A lot of tripping and falling.
Maybe that's the tonic. Oh no!
And forecloser got rolled over and landed on.
Yeah.
So we will pause.
And back up. Medic's gonna.
You're not going to need those. She's rolling off.
That's a.
They're like, we got to get the.
Yeah.
The shields are great, but when the skater's already rolling, I guess they're on wheels. They could.
Yeah, they are.
Shade on the way to the bench.
Yeah.
So no points on that jam. We got under a minute to go. 10-point game. Merle Hazard out to jam. We are in official timeout. Oh, we are not do not have a 10-point game because 4 points up for the Kraken on that. Mally Boomer able to grab some.
Oh.
Now it's 180.
Got lost in the drama of the down player, and I didn't even catch that.
183 to 189, 6-point game.
Yeah.
Hall & Oates can't stand for that, but I can. And the audience should be standing for that too, since it's a 6-point game, and we only got a minute to go.
Now's the time that we start to feel bad for those people that left early. You're missing something.
Holly Ween
against
Merle Hazard. And jam 26 underway.
Boy.
We have had there's a lot of jams in this half.
Oh, there we go.
Hazard to the inside, bumped down. But the skater that knocked him went out as well.
Merle doing a good job there of realizing that her blocker was out of bounds, so they were able to get back in without getting a cut called.
Yes, and Merle Hazard with lead jammer as Holly Ween, now star in hand, is trapped at the back.
Even more basic recognition that their blocker had been sent to the ACS penalty box.
Yes, indeed. Hazard through with 4 points. Holly Ween initiating in front, knocked to the track, but
Merle having a little
back
trouble
up.
clearing her own blocker that fell to the ground, but seems to have succeeded.
And Holly Ween is through to complete the initial. Merle Hazard calls off the jam. Official review called by the Kraken prior to time expiring, I believe.
We have an unofficial final score of 190.
No, we don't, because there was an official review before the clock expired.
So we're going to put a little time on the clock. Maybe one more jam?
Yes.
Maybe? Yeah. Well, then
3 seconds.
It ain't over. But 10 points during one jam, that's completely within reason. Both teams, I'm sure, trying to figure out some strategy, making sure that they can put their best foot forward for what will be a deciding last jam.
And we will check on what the official review is. Hopefully, Sam Antics will bring us the news.
I can't overemphasize the importance of this last jam. I'm trying to hype it up a little bit. You could say that I'm trying to pump up the jam. That was a long way to go for not much.
That was a lengthy lead in.
Well, sometimes it's funnier when it's bombs.
Unique Monique on Twitch says intensity intensifies. And that is the truth.
I'm emotionally invested in this one. I cannot wait to see what happens.
Your business could be announced live at all Sacramento Roller Derby Bearhouse games. We're always looking for new sponsors and partners. If you are interested in sponsoring and or partnering, email sponsorship at sacramentorollerderby.com for more information.
Yeah, I see Doomsday has joined the crowd. A little bit too lazy to be out on the floor, but whatever.
After this, during the break between this game and the Sin City Ace versus Bellingham Roller Betties game, head out to Mesa, California, and Jerk Tacos food truck. Your review of the jerk burrito.
I had the jerk burrito. I went with the beef. Fantastic.
It looked delicious.
The pickled onions were especially impressive.
All right, SoCal Kraken, we're asking for a back block on the white jammer. I was like, it's got to be a jammer call, right?
Right.
And the no call will stand.
Well, I mean,
Kraken do not retain their official review for the next 3 seconds.
Haley, I hope that doesn't come back to bite them.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I guess that's a good point. There was no point in not trying.
You got to use it.
And
if it had been, it would be a shift, right? You get that penalty. You get a power start.
It might have been a game decider.
Exactly.
Forecloser is an incredibly aggressive jammer and known to throw hits out there. So it's within the realm of possibility, but the refs are saying no.
That they are. So 197 to 183 is our score.
We got our floor captain, the pivot, Shock and Auburn out there talking things over with Annie Anklebiter.
Oh, we have one blocker for each team in the ACS penalty box.
I have dodged a bullet because I was going to wear that exact same thing, so that would have been embarrassing. All right.
Allison set to jam against Hollyween. The crowd is now on their feet and ready for a final jam.
Oh.
And lead jammer Hollyween.
Well,
Allison, though, swooping through the pack.
Things just got interesting as Hollyween is attempting to make a scoring pass.
And Allison.
This is the last jam of the day.
It is.
And, well,
last jam of the tournament for these teams.
Hollyween's got to be hoping for an easy pass through the pack. I don't think you're going to get it.
Did not happen. As Allison is through first with points, 4 points up.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
Hollyween trapped at the back. Allison on the second scoring pass.
Yeah, this is.
And here comes Hollyween around the outside.
I think this.
Oh, it called for the forearm penalty. That will take lead jammer off the board, and we got another minute of roller derby.
Yeah.
And Allison is hanging back like.
I don't want to say that there's no hope here. But, I will say this: whatever the final score ends up being, I don't think it will give the full story of how close this bout was.
That it was. Allison now has rallied the troops to push forward and break through with second 4 points. As we're down to 40 seconds to go in game time.
Both teams with a full complement of blockers.
Hollyween standing and now returning to play. And Allison awaits. Plays a little D. Hollyween bumped just out of bounds.
Got about 20 seconds left in this final jam.
Hollyween now cutting.
Playing for pride at this point, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. They're going to give it their all the way to the end. That's
right in points. Hollyween cutting, trying the inside, but now caught up by the 4 as Allison also bumped down, and time is over. Your Sacramento Capital Maulstars victorious unofficial final score 207 to 187 as Hollyween did pick up 4 on that pass.
Floor celebration.
A 20-point.
If you came today looking for an exciting, close derby bout, you just got it. That is what we're here for.
I got to say, your Capital City Maulstars playing up all weekend. Had great performances in the other 2 games. And pulling out the win over the Kraken today. Final score is final. 20-point Maulstars win, 207-187. Go get some tacos after you get your sweaty high five. Wash your hands first, maybe. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And be back in your seats at 2 p.m. for the Bellingham Roller Betties taking on the Sin City Ace. If your name is Hope and you are missing a phone, come on over to the announcer's booth because we have a phone from someone named Hope. If your name is not Hope and you don't have a phone, go somewhere else to look for it because we don't have it.